Hey guys, welcome back to another Pokemon Leaks and Theories video. Today we got a lot to go through, so before we get into it, make sure to like and subscribe. 98% of people who watch these videos unsubscribe, and we actually hit 5,000 by the end of the year, so your help would be greatly appreciated. And we got a lot to go through, including new Pokemon Present stuff, we've got new anime stuff, so let's just get straight into it. We're going to start off with Pokemon, the official account, tweeting out about the disaster that happened in Turkey and Syria, and obviously the earthquakes that's gone on, and I thought it was just a nice cool little thing that they did by donating $200,000. I thought it was just a quite cool thing that we could chuck on at the start of the video. And yeah, just nothing, we're not going to go too much into it, everyone knows what's going on, and it's how sad it is, but I thought it was just a nice thing to show that they donated 200k. Moving on over to carrying on with Pokemon, and we're seeing the first look of two new characters in the upcoming and all new Pokemon animated series. Introducing Free and his partner Pokemon Captain Pikachu, who accompany our protagonists during their adventures. Stay tuned, trainers. More information will be coming soon, and they look quite cool. Will I be watching it? No, I don't really watch TV, especially I don't watch any anime. But I thought it was just very cool. He looks quite cool. He looks a bit like Lieutenant Surge, and obviously the Pikachu. So I thought it was quite a cool little thing to chuck in. Is he like this person on here says it perfectly? I mean, this is a Pikachu. But is it Pikachu? Because let's be real, the only Pikachu is Pikachu, and if this isn't Pikachu, then this Pikachu won't live up to the emotional connection I have to Pikachu. And I feel like if you don't watch Pokemon, or you don't know anything about Pokemon, that's a really confusing sentence. Because but like obviously Pikachu referencing Ashes, and then this would just be a normal Pikachu. Like, is it gonna have the same personality as it, like starting off stubborn and then obviously becoming good friends and stuff like that? But I won't be watching, so it doesn't really bother me. I haven't watched since Kalos because they changed the animation style. I didn't really like it. Which do you favorite Pokemon all time? Okay, I'm not reading that one. But no, I thought this was quite a cool little thing. I didn't even really see the protagonists for this for this new series. I thought it was quite a cool little thing to go through. Thought he had Drake's hat for a second. He looks very similar to Lieutenant Surge. I think I might be wrong in saying that, but I thought that was quite cool. Moving on over to Light, who tweeted this out, and this could be potentially fantastic, but it could be potentially disappointing as well at the same time. So this comes from 4chan, so be very careful with what comes from 4chan, because a lot of the stuff that comes from 4chan is fake. But there has been people before who have obviously done through 4chan, and has been accurate to the T. So there's like 1 or 2 people on 4chan who actually know what they're on about, and then covered by a bunch of crap, basically, a bit like Primark. If you gotta look through the crap to get the good. But no, they tweeted this out, and it's referencing Pokemon Day 2023 and what's gonna be in Pokemon Present. And there are some things in here that I want to see so bad. So we'll go from top to bottom and see what they are saying is gonna happen. So it's gonna start off with an opening video celebrating 27 years of Pokemon, which sounds about right. They normally do it. They normally do some sort of commemorative video, basically like, oh, this is 25 years, this is 26 years, 27 years of Pokemon, blah blah blah. Which I think is a cool idea. It's gonna be a minute and a half, nothing too special. Then they're gonna go into a Pokemon Go mystery raid event, which I think, like, they normally have some sort of Pokemon Go stuff in there. Pokemon Go is still quite big, let's be honest. Although it's not as big as it used to be in 2016 because of the hype that when it first came out. It's still a very big game. And obviously going on to that then, there's a lot of Pokemon Go players. So I think that would be quite cool. Pokemon Sleep coming in 2024. I swear that got announced years ago. And it's just like Pokemon Detective Pikachu. Just never got into fruition. So coming in 2024. Don't really understand Pokemon Sleep. I guess I'll try it out. If it's free, if it's like £2, I'll still try it out for the sake of a video. But 2024, it's not bad. Pokemon Cafe Remix, a reimagining of a classic mobile game. Why? I don't see the point to this. It's stuff like this which makes me think, okay, no, I don't really know if I can trust this. Because why would they make a remix of a Pokemon Cafe game, which did okay? I don't think it did anything special. It's a mobile game, that's what it literally is. I think it's like Candy Crush. It's just a parent's Pokemon game. So this, like, I don't really believe in that. Like, Pokemon Go mystery event, very, very realistic. Pokemon Sleep, I give it about 60% realistic. This, can't see it at all happening. Pokemon Ultimate Mystery Dungeon trailer, a new game using newly developed AI tech to generate expansive dungeons unlike never seen before. No, I can't see that happening either. We haven't had a mystery dungeon game for a few years now. I could be wrong in saying that. And they had one come out on the Switch not too long ago, but I don't know. Did they do too well? I didn't really hear anything about it. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon's never been really my scene apart from the original few. Even then, I can't really remember what the games were like because it's years ago we're talking. But I don't know if I can trust a new game using newly developed AI tech to generate expansive dungeons unlike ever seen before. It's Pokemon. They don't do stuff like that. They stick to the basics. We don't get. If this is true, I will play it. I will 100,000. I will put down my 50 quid that it'll cost, and I will play it. I'm sure it'll be great. But I don't know if I can trust a new game using newly developed AI tech from Pokemon. Like, open world games have been out for years, and only now we're getting a proper one, like with Scarlet and Violet. I don't know if I can trust that. I would give that maybe a 40% chance of being realistic. Let's be honest with each other, like, Putting down the pill coming to Switch Online, yeah, I don't see why not. 75% chance. I'm gonna go in with percentages apparently. It won't be remakes. They've already got BDSP. It'll just literally be in the original games just come into online, so people who don't have a DS can play. I think it'd be okay if you could connect to online. You can use TCG and stuff like that. Or TCG, that's trading card game. You could use the Wonder Trade system and stuff like that. So I don't see why that shouldn't be a thing. If they're gonna bring, I think they've already brought on a bunch of the older games, and I'm pretty sure I've seen that on Twitter somewhere. We're not gonna be covering that today. Like I've seen Fire Red, Fire Red, Leaf Green. I've seen Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire videos. I don't know if they're true, but that's what I have seen. So I mean, it's realistic. I guess it's realistic enough, and I don't think it's gonna be groundbreaking at all. This is what I am praying for. Pokemon Legends: The Burnt Tower. Imagine. It's a teaser, so it won't be out for a year or two. If it's real, it won't be out for a year or two. But imagine, obviously, the Burnt Tower referencing Johto. I did want a Let's Go Johto game. Is the Let's Go games dead after one game? I think it could be. I don't think we'll be seeing another Let's Go game come back. Unfortunately, I would still love to see it. But a Legends game, the Burnt Tower. So obviously that shows us straight away what the story is going to be, if it's true. It shows us where it's going to be. Obviously the story of Ho-Oh reviving Pokemon into Raikou, Entei, and Suicune. Like, that game would be fantastic. I think it could trump Arceus, Legends Arceus, not quite easily, because that was brilliant. But I think it could. I think they'll be good in their different ways. Obviously, Legends Arceus had a fantastic battle at the end against Voldo, where you defeat his Pokemon, fight Giratina, and then refight Giratina after that again. Like, it was fucking ridiculous. And I think this would be so story-based. And I think if people thought Scarlet and Violet was sad, because the story about the Burnt Tower, it's not a particularly popular one, because it's back in late 2000s, before 2010, and a lot of the Pokemon fans these days now, like we're in 2023, like those games are older than a lot of Pokemon fans these days. Like you used to be 15 to be born when those games were out, and like we haven't visited Johto at all since then. Like 15 years since we haven't visited Johto, which just makes me feel old. But like I think this would be fantastic for a start. It's like obviously, like if it's true and you don't want to know the story, then like skip 20 seconds. But obviously with like the Burnt Tower, the Pokemon dying, then reviving, like the people can, like, you think Scarlet and Violet was sad, and then, you know, with your parents flying off into the future and then dead, like that would be such a fantastic story, and I really hope it's true. Moving on, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet for expansion pass 2 waves. The Deep Abyss coming March 3rd, which is 3 weeks away, and Summer Break coming June 30th. Don't think that's a terrible sort of thing. I can see that actually becoming realistically true. Scarlet and Violet expansion pass, about 30 quid probably. I can see, like they did it for Sword and Shield, so I don't see why not. The Deep Abyss would be a good little start, probably going into more of Area Zero. And then the Summer Break being Kalos, if we were to get Kalos. I don't think that's actually a terrible idea. I think they've done it quite, if this is fake, they've done this really well. And I can see that. We all know we're getting DLCs, so I think that's a 99%. I don't know if it's going to be the Deep Abyss and Summer Break, but the fact that they're going to have a DLC 2-part, I think it's 99% realistic. I think it's practically confirmed. Like, we've got so many DLC spots that could, like, I hope it's not an X and Y thing where you get these spots where they have potential to go into and they never do. But like, they have so many spots they could go into, mainly in Area Zero. So I think this is like 99% probable. And then ending trailer teases Unova remix coming 2023. No. We've just had BDSP come out 2 years. Jesus, 2 years ago. But 2 years ago, we've just had BDSP come out now. I'm guessing when this would be released. I cannot see them because I think we had the Hoenn games come out in 2016. We had to wait 5 years for that. We are not waiting 2 years for the next remake game. They'll bring out. What's the Scarlet and Violet just come out? They'll bring out a Legends Arceus game. I'm praying they bring out a Let's Go game. I don't know if they'll bring out a Let's Go Johto, if they bring out a Legends Johto, but hopefully they will. You never know. I think we've got a few more years until we see a Unova remake. They might even bring out a Unova. What they could end up doing is they might bring out Unova remakes and then bring out the Legends Unova, which I don't think is completely improbable because they did it with Sinnoh. But that is the Pokemon Present shortlist about what's going on. And let's be honest, they're not going to have all of it. The Pokemon Presents is always fun, full of great stuff and it's fun. But are they going to have all this? No, and otherwise it'll be groundbreaking Pokemon Presents. See, way too many things. Have mercy. Like, people aren't buying it. How can people take this? I believe this when says Cafe remix. Like, see, like that's absolutely, utterly no. That one especially. But I think the idea of some of these are realistic. I don't think it's going to be exactly like a Pokemon Legends will probably get it. I think I hope it will be. I hope it will be Johto. But then ultimately, you never know what's going to happen. Moving on over to Cerebi, and now the latest Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Terra Battle Raid is now live, and I missed the Greninja one. And I'm probably going to miss this one, because I don't really play the game much anymore. But a Pikachu is coming out, and a 7-star Pikachu being Water type is out, and I think it's quite cool. To be completely honest with you, I think it's quite a cool little one. This person says, solo deck with Clodsire with leftovers, max HP, max attack IVs, Adamant Nature, Trailblaze Curse, Earthquake Recover, set up Curse until maxed attack and defense, then spam attacking moves. Quite a good idea actually. But like ultimately, okay, Clodsire is the ideal one because ultimately they're going to use water type moves on you. But then if you can have water absorb, then you just gain health. Electric type moves won't affect you because of the ground. The Pikachu will obviously have different types of moves as well to kind of combat these, so I expect to see sort of stuff like that. But I just wanted to bring this in here, and I think, if you want to do it. It's on until 27th, so I think it's quite a cool little one. Moving on over to Cerebi again. We're sticking with Cerebi for the rest of the day. I've got one more story after this. And a new distribution event has begun in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, giving players 10 Carbos, 10 Carbos, and that's just basically 100 grand worth of items, which is quite cool. And the code is more speed, which is ironically what I need whilst making these videos. And this will be running until March 31st, so we got plenty of time for it. And I think it's quite cool. So while we're on SV topic, is this the full list of English TCG SV yet? Collect Cerebi with only 5-6 cards. No, we haven't set pre-list. So this is about the Pokemon cards. Joe Merrick has tweeted out context to infrequent YouTube series by TPC in Japan of the Ultra School Club, featuring many Japanese influencers, did an episode on EV training your Pokemon. This was a gift to help players get started. Because obviously EV training is massive, especially when you do competitive. It's massive, and Carbos are a great way to help you out with it. And finishing off with Cerebi, and we've got a brand new Pokemon short film called Pokemon Journey of Dreaming Together. Currently unclear if it's going to be having international distribution, as it is in China only at the moment. And it looks quite cool. We've got a bunch of different stories here, and I have seen some of the teasers about it, and apparently it follows the games very religiously. It follows the games perfectly. I've seen videos about it being with the Dialga and Palkia, obviously in Diamond Pearl, but we've got Mewtwo up here, Yveltal there, Charizard, Pikachu, Sylveon I think that is, we've got Psyduck. I'm guessing that looks like Pokemon Black and White just there, Ends Castle, that's Spear Pillar. This is him. That's quite a nice, cool guy. But no, so I thought I would just do this, show this, and maybe next week's video we'll go on to a video that I saw about it. But that's the end of the video. If you did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.